Number one, y'all said in your last episode, but Autotune. I think Autotune it kind of it ruined some things because not Trey Songz. T-Pain didn't really need Autotune, right?
Right.
It was just a cool little gimmick with the radio, and it worked. And I think he used it as a gimmick to get on, like to get noticed, and it was cool. But in the process of getting noticed, he influenced people who didn't have talent to use Autotune, including rappers. T-Pain was like, well, when he came out with Autotune, and rappers were like, well, I don't have to get a R. Kelly or a Bobby Brown or a Ja Rule or a Santi or whoever to sing my hooks. I can do it myself, and I'm not that good at singing, so Autotune can cover that up.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the nails in the coffins. What do y'all think? Y'all good on that?
I mean, yeah, I think that goes back into people jumping into whatever's new,
Yeah.
into their wave and running with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's hard it's like when you do something a certain way. And again, this is what happened in the 80s with a lot of people who sang ballads. And then in the 90s came around, you started getting that New Jack Swing, everything was upbeat. Like you weren't listening necessarily to the ballads anymore. Your stuff was upbeat. It was Real Love. It was SWV. It had a little bit more bounce. Like Boys to Men, ABC.
Teddy Riley, boy.
Yeah, they had that jump to it. And of course they did have their ballad radio. I mean, how many features did T-Pain have?
I mean, Little Wayne like went overboard with it.
Oh, well, when Lollipop came out, okay, we had a homeboy. He played this song. We were going to Atlanta. This song probably played 10 or 20 times. Like, put your hand on the repeat button one more time. We fighting. That song had the radio. Everybody was singing Lollipop. Half the people didn't know what they were singing about.
That's true.
All right, anyway.
Kids singing it because it say Lollipop. It was just chaos. Yeah.
So that was one nail in the coffin.
Okay.
I think another nail in the coffin, which came out around the same time, I think the greatest thing happened in hip hop and the worst thing happened in R&B. When Kanye West made 808s and Heartbreak, T-Pain, who was teaching him how to use Autotune too. Remember 808s and Heartbreak? Love Lockdown. Love Lockdown. So when Kanye did Love Lockdown, it accomplished a couple things. Number one, it told the average rapper, hey, again, T-Pain is teaching me how to use Autotune, and now I'm gonna make a whole album about it, and it got good praise. Now the people who was hip hoppers didn't like it,
Right.
but the people who thought outside the box, like, man, that's a good concept. That's great. We can do that. We can do Love Lockdown. We can do what Kanye did. And I think that's the worst thing that happened to R&B, because now it told every rapper, hey, you see what Kanye just did? We can do that. All we got to do is know how to use Autotune right, and we can accomplish it. So that's the second nail in the coffin, I think, the R&B. And that was like 08, 09.
Yeah.
And it was leading into the 2010s. So, yeah. So what do you, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was bumping it. And I'm a singer.
Yeah.
But I think it hurt features a lot because now rappers didn't really rely on singers as hard at the time because they're like, I can do it myself. I can do my own hook. Why am I gonna let you cut in on my piece of it?
Especially male hip hop artists, because even in 2010, a lot of female R&B artists, they got a lot of features. Like, what's that song with Rick Ross, Ashley Martin? What's her name? Yeah, like she had a lot of features around that time. So, cause you still need a female voice, but if you wanted a male R&B voice, and I'm gonna go to number 3. My number 3 reason is Drake. Drake took it all.
That's right.
He took it.
He did.
And instead of like I said, you still needed the girl, because it's nothing like a female's voice on certain songs. But if you wanted a male voice, all you gotta do is go get Drake, because he can sing and do a rap verse on your same song.
They did too.
Yeah.
Exactly what they did. And then you had a bunch of and then what happened with music or anything? A bunch of copycats. So everybody started singing and being melodic, just like Drake. Whether it was Kid Ink, whether Kevin Gates, again, like Rod Wave, all these rappers that's melodic. It started with Drake because he got so successful off of it, and now, well, I don't have to. Well, we don't have to get a Trey Songz or a Chris Brown, who at that time was going through legal trouble, so he became a blood and a rapper instead of being an R&B singer for a couple years. You know, Trey Songz was starting to fade away. And then, you know, so you didn't really have too many R&B guys. You know, you had Drake, and that's why he took over that genre in the 2010s.
I will say one of the most slept on. Go see this man live, Lloyd.
Yep.